Welcome to Hongguo TV, explosive. The pent-up emotions are finally resolved. Zhai Yiying and Charon's third collaboration in Wild Lotus in the Wilderness premieres on April 30th on Hongguo TV. 7 years of agonizing entanglement are heart-wrenching when Zhai Yiying and Charon stand together for the third time. Their eyes don't hold sweetness, but rather 7 years of silence and pain. Can you still calmly press play? How many unspoken secrets are hidden? In the short 30-second trailer, Zhai Yiying stands in the pouring rain, choking out to Shank, "Charon, you never knew how many years it took me to learn not to hate you." Can you tell if this is reconciliation or deeper farewell? The scene cuts back to the classroom 7 years ago. The fan creaks, and the boy deliberately knocks her notebook to the ground, but secretly slips a piece of candy into the pages as she bends over. This clumsy, heartbreaking display of love, doesn't it perfectly resemble those unfulfilled secrets of our youth? A poor girl and a privileged young man. Why is it that the greater the disparity, the more heartbreaking the fall? Yi's school uniform is always a size too big, the faded cuffs hiding her carefully guarded pride, while Shank's white shirt collar is always impeccably straight. Even his laughter carries the arrogance of being favored. How can these two people share the same sweltering air in the same classroom? When the whole class mocks her for a toad wanting to eat swan meat, he puts earphones in her ears in front of everyone, plain walking on the red carpet that day. Have you ever received such blatant yet unrequited favoritism at 17? A reunion 7 years later. Why do the gentlest adults hide the sharpest old wounds? Now, Yi is the gentlest teacher in her students' eyes, yet she sometimes strokes the necklace he tore off years ago alone in the dead of night. Shank returns to China in a suit and tie, but upon hearing the word Lotus, he instantly spills his entire cup of coffee. You think time heals all wounds, but why does your heart still beat as frantically as it did at 17 when you meet again? He asks her to meet him at the milk tea shop from back then, and when ordering, he blurts out less ice, 3 parts sugar, her most stubborn preference from her student days. Have you also noticed that some people, after leaving, leave their habits etched into your bones? Zhai Yiying x Charon, why are they the only ones who can portray deep love growing from hatred? When Yi says with red eyes, "Shank, what you owe me isn't an apology, but every night I couldn't get through in those 7 years," doesn't Zhai Yiying's trembling eyelashes suddenly remind you of someone you can no longer contact? After hearing this, Shank, played by Charon, remained silent for a long time, finally gently tucking her loose hair behind her ear. Isn't this suffocating restraint between adults more heart-wrenching than any grand confession? Why does Wild Lotus dare to say it's free of artificial sweeteners? Its sweetness is the sound of the medicine bottle rolling from Yi's hand as she hears Shank tell the nurse, "She's my wife," hidden in the hospital corridor. Isn't that layering of shock, bitterness, and secret joy more chilling than a direct kiss? Its heartbreak is when the two finally clear up the misunderstanding, and Shank cries, "I don't dare look for you, because every time I see you, it reminds me of how much of a jerk I was back then." Why is the most sincere repentance more agonizing than the hurt itself? Red Fruit will be released on April 30th. Are you ready to spend 90 minutes shedding tears for someone else's 7 years? This drama is only 90 minutes long, yet it condenses 3,000 days and nights of waiting, resentment, and undying love. Are you sure your heart can withstand this density of emotional bombardment? When the end credits roll, Yi and Shank finally stand side by side by the lotus pond at the edge of the wasteland, the sunlight casting their shadows long and thin. Do you also suddenly feel the urge to send a "sorry I miss you" to the person you lost? If youth is destined to have regrets, do you hope it grows wild and desolate like a lotus, yet its roots never die, or like fireworks, brilliantly dazzling before fading away completely? And tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, do you dare to turn on Wild Lotus Growing Wild and see another answer? Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.